Hello, let's proceed from where we had left off. So we are still in the progress trying to come up with a trend of this nature. So at this point in this video, I want to do the staircase. We'll have our staircase somewhere over here. This very long window. Here's our staircase. So as you can see, even from our end over here, there we have our staircase somewhere over there. So that's what I want to do. In order to do the staircase, I'll go back to my basically go back to my ground floor. So I'll just come to this tab, right click, go to ground floor, and on my ground floor right over here, I'll first have to adjust on this slab that we have over here, and I'll need to drag it further. So in order, I'll just have my staircase running from this edge over here, from this particular edge over here. So let me first adjust on this my slab so that I can go ahead now and do the staircase. So I'll just adjust that slab to that point, and this other one just to that point. So in order for me to do the staircase, I'll just go back to design, go back to stair tool, double click, and then basically I'll have my staircase beginning to project 0, and then maybe it going to a level of 3000 where my first story begins. So I'll set that to 0 still. I'll have the stair wind, you can work with 1000, you can adjust it to 1200. The number of razors that we're going to have is 20. The height of each razor will be 150. Our reference axis, we can work with the center, but in this case, depending on how I'm going to orient it, I'm going to work with this as my reference axis. And then let's just first do this test, and then can go ahead and edit, use different textures for the trend and the razor. But first, I'll just do the stairs. So in order to do this stairs, I'll just come to this edge over here. I right click. I'll basically just use, as you can see, my reference axis. I need to shift it because I need my staircase to face the other side. So I'll just escape, go back to this stair tool, and revert to use this other baseline position, and just basically press OK. Click on that node, and I'll just basically be using the flight in this point. So I'll just go ahead. As I do the stairs, I'll come and click at this edge over here, right over there, and then basically at the center of this my semicircle, so somewhere over there, I'll click it right over there, and then basically drag it again to the end of this node, just somewhere over there, then basically just drag it to somewhere over there. So that's what I have as my staircase. The next thing that I need to do is basically to edit this edges. So I'm holding to my shift button, I select my staircase, and I basically want to drag these nodes over here. Instead of using this insert new node tab, I'm going to use the curve edge. Just click on that, basically curve the edge of the staircase right over there, and similarly do the same to this other one. So drag this edge, still using that curve over there, and just basically drag it to that point right over there, so that when I go to my 3D, I have this as my staircase somewhere over here. So let me even just explore so that you can view it from the inside. I think it's much better off viewing it from the inside than viewing it off the window. So let's just go ahead, somewhere over here. So yeah, so this is where we have it. What I need to do, just do some few adjustments of this. So let me first escape. So I'll just select the stairs again, right click, go to stair selection settings. I'll edit the, let me even edit the monolith of this, and basically be using instead of using concrete and all of this, let me just adjust the texture, do something like glossy white on this. Similarly to this landing, monolith still, yeah, let it be info to be glossy white. So yeah, that's what I have. The next thing that I need to adjust, let's go to, just escape this, go back to stair selection setting, and basically adjust the trend. We'll go to the representation, override this surface, and basically use anything mahogany. Yeah, so basically when doing the varnish of the varnish that can be used for this staircase, you can use 2-pack and such. So for the riser still, let's adjust it still, let's work with that, and then go to 3D, something like that. But still decide maybe to adjust what. Now let's see if I can adjust the razor. Instead of using mahogany, let me use glossy white steel. Let me see how that appears. I think I'm going to work with this instead. Yeah, I can work with this. So I just basically go up the stairs right over there. When you reach this point, you're able to access the first story. So the next thing that I'm going to do, I'll just basically do the railing on this. The railing. So go back to my ground floor. Go back to my railing tool over here. We had used the railing tool earlier, so I'll just use the same settings of this, like that. And basically I want to use the marquee tool on this, so just go ahead and just click it right over there. And you go to 3D, have our railing somewhere over there, but this is not the type of railing that I wanted to use. So back to this, I don't want to use this type of railing, so back to ground floor. Let me just highlight this railing, then go back to this rail tool, right over here. Basically I want to use this glass panel, the railing. So yeah, I want to use that one instead, and then I go to 3D. We have it as such. Can basically try to explore. Not very good at using this explore tab. As you can see that there we have a staircase turning apart. You can also opt to use different materials for this instead of using entire power. At this point, let me just work with this as that. So you can opt to use a different railing for this, but in my case I'll just basically use that one. The other, we also need to do the staircase that connects the first story to the second story. So in order to do that, I'll just go back to my first story. I can go back to ground floor. Since I want to use the same stairs, I'll just click on the stairs and the rail, then basically zoom out, just copy this, copy, and then basically go back to first story and just basically right click over here and just paste, then right click. So go to 3D, we have there we have it. has our stairs connecting the first story and the second story. So yeah, that's it for on the stairs. Don't think there's anything else I can do on the staircase, but as I've said, you can decide to use different textures for the razor, for the trend. You can use different railing. I've done a video where I'm using a different other type of railing over here that uses a mahogany texture. Yeah, so make sure you watch out that video. I've done another video that I'm doing on quite a similar design of the staircase, but I'm using different rails for this. But in my case, I'll just use that one. The next thing that I need to do, I need to do some edits of some copings on these walls. The edge of this walls, I need to do some coping and also do some moldings. As you can see from my image over here, we have this type of moldings over here and some other copings that I need to do. So how long is this taking? Yeah, I can still do that. So in order to do, let me go back to my drawing. So in order to do those type of molding, I'll still go back to my second story right over here. Under my second story, I want to use my line tool first. I'm going to go to document to get this line tool, and I'll start by drawing this line from this edge over here, just all the way around this edge, just like that, just like that. All this round. You need to be very cautious and careful as you train out these edges so that you don't miss a point. If you miss a spot, you basically have to redo it again. So once I have that as my line, the next thing that I want to do is to basically offset this. So in order to offset this, I'll go back to this relative construction methods, click on this and use the offset. Just click on that. Next thing that I'll do, I'll just select my line, yeah, right over there. Just basically use the magic wand. Just basically select this line and just want to offset it at a distance of I don't want to do a very big, it should be very big, so I can do it at a distance of 100. Enter, and still need to offset it again. So just do a repeat of the same. This time round, I want you to offset it on the inside instead of working with 200. Can work with 300. Just press enter. So I'll have something like that. The next thing that I need to do is to close up these edges over here. So that I have something of that nature. Still close up this edge somewhere over here. Okay, for this one it's going to be quite just drag it up to that point over there, and then I can try to drag this node from this edge. Okay, let me first undo this. Let me first suspend these groups. Suspend the groups, and then I can be able to select this node and basically drag it to that point, then drag this further to that point so that I have it closing at this edge. So the next thing that I need to do, I just basically need to do a texture that I can use for this top railings over here. We'll go back to ground floor. I want to use my slab tool for design. Slab tool. I'll work with the slab of I can work with one hand, but 100 seems to be quite big. But let's see, let's just work with 100. And on the texture, I want to use something different. I want to use this paint, Vermilion. So I'll just basically use Vermilion and just have it been uniform in all of them. Just basically press OK. The next thing that I need to do, I need just to use the magic wand and basically use the magic wand and place it on the edges that I've just offsetted. So I'll just place it at that point. Then what I had something that I've forgotten to do is basically to indicate the position that I want to get project. Yeah, to project 6000. Yeah, okay. So it's okay to project 6000. So use the magic wand. Just basically press it at that point. You go to 3D. And, okay, I've forgotten and stated this further. So this is at a height of 750. So 750 plus 6000, this should have been around. Let me just select this slab, right click, slab selection settings. So 6000 plus okay, this should have been something like 6750. So something like 6750. So at that edge, and when I go to when I orbit this, I have something of that sort. This, which is what I'm talking about. These are basically copings, the coping of this stone. I just need to do the same for this top surface over here. This top surface over here. So let's go back to my second story. And this time around, not even I'm not sure. Let's see the second story. I'll just do the just need to do the line of this. But before I do that, I just need to select a wall over here. And this projector that is 750. Let's see if I can be able to access the okay, let's see. Go back to second story. I can place it at this edge, no issue. I can do it from my second story over here. And as you can see, I need it to enclose up to this curve over here. So okay, back to this line tool over here. My line tool over here, that's going to guide me. And I just need to do for this top segment over here. So from this edge, I'll just drag this to this point over here, then further to this point right over there. Just basically select this and need to select this line and basically curve this. Okay, need a spot over here. Need to curve it. Need to curve this. So I'm using the two outside faces. I can be able to curve this. Okay, I will just select this side. I get rid of all these lines, suspend the groups, delete. I think it will be much easier for me to work in my third story. So from my second story, it will be quite tedious and hectic for me to do the the coping when I'm in my second story. So what I need to do is basically go to the third story. But from my third story, I can be able to do this type of coping easily. So in order for me to go to the third story, I'll just right click. You go to story settings, and basically you can be able to insert the other story. So in your case, if you are still at the second story, you just basically go ahead and click the insert above, so that you can insert the third story that you can work with. So right now what I'll go to do, I'll just go to my third story, click on my third story, then my third story is when I can do my line work. It's quite easy for me from this edge now. I'll work with my inside face, but let me just put this inside face like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. Okay. Just like that. Just need to do some adjustments of this. Just drag this. Suspend the groups. Highlight this line, and then basically drag this to that point. Then from there I can just drag this node to that point. So that once I have something of this nature, I just need to offset this. So in order to offset, you make sure that your line tool is active, your offset tab over here is active, and then you can use the magic wand. Just first of all, you just needed to have highlighted the line, suspend the groups, and then basically use the magic wand. And I need to offset this to a distance of an outside distance of 300. Let's see. Can I just do it again? So the set tab is on, the magic wand is on. Just basically need to set this distance of 300. Yeah, 300, enter, and then just do a replica of the same. This time I'm just going to set it to inside distance of 100, then enter, and I can get rid of this one for the center, but I have something of this nature. I'll just go back to my design, the slab tool. This time round, instead of 9750, that's okay. Just basically use my magic wand and just okay, I need to have selected these two lines. Let's see, this line and other line. Just basically use the magic wand. Okay, okay. Forgotten something else over here. Let me use a line over here just to be able to separate these two. So that I can be able to use this magic wand. First and groups, and then select this first segment of this side. The thing with the magic wand is that when you're using it to do the slab, you must have a beginning and the end, and as you can see, it shouldn't be something that is a betting like what I had earlier. So that's right now when I'm using it, you can have it going to that segment, and then basically do the same for this other segment over here. Just select this line, this line for this other half now. So like that, then select this other line over here like that, and then put this other center line something like that, and just basically use the magic wand again, just press it like that, and I go to 3D. Okay, first delete this. Okay, let's see 3D. Okay, what I needed to have done to adjust the position of this line. Let's see, go back to that story, basically adjust that and do that. Okay, shouldn't be something like this. Just delete that, go back to slab. I need to set it to a height of 9750. Press that, okay. And go to 3D. Connect the magic wand and just basically have my slab turn over there so that when I go to 3D, you have something like that. I just need to do for the other half. So for the other half, I'll just do the same of this. Select this line. Just basically use the magic wand again. This time round somewhere over there, and then go to 3D. Yeah, something of that sort. So that's what you have. At the orbit, you can see now the top side of the part, the coping at the top. What I need to do in my next video, I'll edit I'll do some moldings on this and on this other side. Do the Mazera structure for this long windows. You can see it over here. These are some form of Mazeras. Then I can use different textures for these balconies, open balconies. Then yeah, we pick up from there. So that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching.